Hello students, I am Professor Sangeeta Sankarkar from Parvatibai Chogale College of Arts and Science, Madgaon, Goa. I am going to talk today on alcoholic beverages made from fruit juice, grape. The outline of my lecture are types of beverages, alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages, characteristics of wine, preparation of grape wine, and uses of wine. Learning outcomes. At the end of this module, students will able to compare the types of beverages, recall the characteristics of wine, and describe the process of wine preparation using grapes. So let's see what are beverages. Beverage is a liquid or a drink meant for human consumption. They can act as stimulants. For example, the common ones which we consume regularly, tea and coffee, or they are refreshers, that is the soft drinks, juices, and the mineral water. We can categorize beverage into two categories, alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages. Alcoholic beverages are intoxicating drinks potable with 1 to 75% of liquor, whereas non-intoxicating drinks are sweet carbonated drinks. Alcoholic beverages are fermentation products by use of microorganisms, whereas non-alcoholic fermentation is not by microorganism. Good examples of alcoholic beverages are wine, beer, whiskey, brandy, dry wine, champagne, liquid, spirits, cocktails, etc. Whereas non-alcoholic are the general aerated water, mineral water, juice, smoothies, milkshakes, etc. Let's go into what is wine. I am particularly referring to grape wine. Wine here is a product made by alcoholic fermentation of grapes or grape juice by yeast strain, and it is also subjected to subsequent aging process. You can use other raw materials such as fruit juices, berries, rhubargine, dandelion, and honey. Characteristics of wine. Wine can be characterized depending on the color of the wine. Similarly, it can be characterized based on carbon dioxide content retaining capacity of that wine and sugar content in the wine. Percentage of alcohol in the wine is also another character. So based on the color, there are two types of wines, red wine and white wine. In red wine, the grapes are fermented on the skin. That means the entire grape is used here. Here, the red pigment from the skin comes and it gives purple or red coloration to the wine. It again depends on the grape varieties. White wine is fermented free of the skin. Here only the pulp is used and it is usually made from white grape or straw yellow grapes. Depending on the carbon dioxide retention capacity, you can categorize wines as still wines. They retain no carbon dioxide produced during the fermentation. Sparkling wines, they retain carbon dioxide produced during the fermentation. Dry wines, however, contain little or no unfermented sugar, and sweet wines contain large amount of left sugars, or at times sugars are added. Here, example can be of lime wine where sugar need to be added. So, depending on the percentage of alcohol content again, we can have general wines. These usually have 11 to 16% of alcohol by volume. Alcohol content can be as low as 7%, but below that, we cannot call it as a wine. Fortified wines are distillate of wines. These include spirits or brandy having a high content of alcohol, about 19 to 21%. Table wines are having low alcohol content. They also contain low or nil sugars. Desert wines are fortified sweet wines. French dry sherry is another wine which is high in sugar as well as high in alcohol content. And here, this particular wine is prepared by grey mold activity, Botrytis cinerea. Spanish sherry is involving Saccharomyces species. Now here in this, these Saccharomyces species add a special flavor and a bouquet to the wine. Preparation of wine. Remember students, wine has been practiced traditionally worldwide in almost wine growing countries and in many vineyards. Initially, people used to use traditional basket press to prepare wine. These basket press are now being replaced by mechanical presses in the industry which run on electricity. The various steps in wine preparation are harvesting, crushing and pressing, fermentation, aging and bottling. This particular chart gives you a step-by-step method of wine preparation. So the grapes are harvested very fresh. Any rotten or ill-looking grapes are discarded. Stems need to be removed and then the extract is to be prepared. This juice can be prepared by crushing and pressing or sometimes heating. This is an occasional step. In industrial preparation of wine, the grapes are subjected to pressing under little bit of heat, which allows more color to come in. Now, this juice, which is also called as the must, is being treated with sulfur dioxide or potassium metasulfide in equal amount. Thereafter, wine yeast like Saccharomyces is added to the wine or to this must. Then initially the tanks are mixed daily, twice a day. This facilitates aeration process. Temperature need to be maintained between 24 to 27 degrees centigrade for red wine. Red wine would get ready, that means fermentation would be within 3 to 5, maximum 7 days. However, white wine will take almost 10 to 21 days plus. Now the fermented juice is ready. This juice can be cleared, it can be strained, and then it can be put in tanks for further fermentation and aging. Traditionally, the tanks used to be prepared of wood and precisely oak or redwood used to be used. However, now these wooden tanks are replaced by steel tanks. Some of the industries also have tanks which are having plastic coating outside. As the fermented juice is stored in the wine, aging process takes place, and more the age, better it will be in terms of alcohol content. This fermented wine is now ready to be bottled. Again, the bottles are racked horizontally. As they are bottled, further aging takes place, which again releases more wine, more alcohol content in this particular wine. And as such, aging favors the alcohol and the wine quality would be better. Various problems can be associated with wine making, such as corkiness. It refers to an unpleasant flavor in the wine. This is mainly due to unhealthy preparations or the corks being not cleaned very well. Soapiness is another problem which gives a soapy taste to the wine, again due to improper handling of glassware and utensils which are used for wine preparation. Woody aroma is due to the unseasoned wood which is used in the tank formations. Flower of wine is a white film on the wine surface due to presence of unwanted microorganism which interferes in the wine quality. Stuck fermentation refers to a problem where fermentation does not take place. Uses of wine. Wine is a powerful antioxidant, especially the red wine. It helps to protect cardiovascular diseases. It reduces neurological conditions. It reduces hypertension and prevents infections of digestive tract. Being antioxidant, red wine can take care of large amount of free radicals in the body, thereby having good effect on the health. However, students, the uses of wine need to be practiced only with the advice of medical practitioner. In synopsis, Definition and types of beverages we have studied. We have seen characteristics of wine based on color, carbon dioxide content, sugar, and alcohol content. We have seen the method of preparation of wine from grape juice and health effects of wine. These are the books you can refer for further reading. Thank you.